The story of the Rolex creator, from a poor boy to the king of luxury, watches. Hans Wilsdorf was born in 1881 in the small German town of Kulmbach. From an early age, he knew what it meant to lose and to struggle financially. At just 12 years old, he became an orphan. No mother, no father, and no inheritance. Life could have crushed him, but Hans had something special, an unstoppable curiosity, a restless mind, and an unshakable belief in hard work and vision. While most people simply watched time go by, Hans wanted to understand it, to master it, to measure it, to perfect it. This passion would later lead him to create one of the most valuable and respected brands on earth, Rolex. But his journey to becoming a millionaire was far from easy. At 19, Hans moved to Switzerland, the heart of watchmaking. There, he found work at a company that exported watches. His salary was low, and every franc he earned was carefully saved. He observed everything: the ticking of the gears, the shine of the metal, the behavior of customers, and most importantly, what made a watch truly desirable. Hans noticed something that would change his life forever. At the time, wristwatches were seen as fragile, inaccurate, and even feminine. Men carried pocket watches. But Hans saw beyond the prejudice. He believed that one day, all men would wear wristwatches and that they could be as precise as pocket ones. In 1905, now living in London, he founded his own company, Wilsdorf and Davis, alongside his brother-in-law, Alfred Davis. The goal was simple but bold: to create elegant, reliable, and affordable watches. With little money, Hans began importing precise Swiss movements and placing them into English-made gold and silver cases. He had no factories and no fortune, but he had vision and courage. Two investments that cost nothing yet are worth millions. In 1908, Hans created a short, powerful name that was easy to remember: Rolex. He wanted a name that could be pronounced in any language, that sounded elegant, and that fit perfectly on the dial of a watch. And so, one of the most valuable words in history was born. Success didn't come instantly. Hans needed to prove that a wristwatch could be as reliable as any other. So he invested everything he had, and more, into research, quality, and marketing. In 1910, a Rolex became the first wristwatch in the world to receive an official chronometric precision certificate. In 1914, the Kew Observatory in England awarded Rolex a Class A certificate, a distinction previously reserved only for marine chronometers. That news changed everything. Suddenly, wristwatches were no longer fragile accessories. They became symbols of precision and status. But the real financial breakthrough came during World War I. Soldiers needed practical, durable, easy-to-read watches. Pocket watches were useless in the trenches. Rolex became the perfect investment for the military and adventurers alike. Demand exploded. Hans, who once had nothing, now saw his company thrive and his name become synonymous with excellence. After the war, he moved Rolex's headquarters to Geneva, Switzerland, a strategic decision that cemented the brand as the heart of luxury watchmaking. In 1926, Hans launched the Rolex Oyster, the world's first waterproof wristwatch. To prove it, he convinced swimmer Mercedes Gleitzer to cross the English Channel wearing one. When she reached the other side, the watch was still working perfectly. It was a marketing masterstroke. The whole world was now talking about Rolex, and Hans Wilsdorf became a genius, not only of time, but of business. He wasn't selling just watches, he was selling confidence, success, and prestige. Owning a Rolex wasn't about telling time. It was about showing that your time was valuable. It was a symbol of victory, hard work, intelligence, and investment. Over the decades, Rolex became one of the most profitable brands on the planet. Each model, a masterpiece. Each customer, an investor in success. Hans became a multi-millionaire, yet he never forgot his humble beginnings. He believed money was merely a tool and that true value came from building something eternal. In 1945, he launched the Rolex Datejust, the first automatic wristwatch with a date display. Later came the Submariner, the Day-Date, the Explorer, each marking a new chapter in innovation and excellence. When his wife Florence passed away, Hans decided to leave no heirs. Instead, he created the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation, a non-profit organization that still owns Rolex to this day. That means all company profits are reinvested into research, charity, and the legacy he built. A man who started with nothing ended up controlling one of the wealthiest and most admired brands in the world. Hans Wilsdorf passed away in 1960, but his name lives on in every Rolex that shines on a winner's wrist. He proved that time itself can be the greatest investment, and that those who master it master success. Today, a Rolex is not just a watch. It's a statement of achievement, a reminder that success belongs to those who believe, work hard, and persist. Hans didn't buy success, though he built it second by second, gear by gear. His story remains a timeless lesson in vision, investment, and self-belief. If you dream of becoming a millionaire, remember Hans Wilsdorf. He didn't inherit wealth, he created it. He believed the impossible was possible and turned that belief into fortune. Now it's your turn. If this story inspired you, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment saying, "My time is worth gold." Because just like Hans, you too can turn time into wealth. All it takes is belief, action, and persistence.